Hey friends, boy do I have a story to tell you today. Got a flat tire with my gogoro motorcycle. I left work and looked at my clock on the motorcycle and it said 6:53 p.m. Maybe 10-15 minutes later, I was going south on Tree Valley Boulevard, Sugudada, and I approached a traffic light which is called Kanshilu, looking west road. And I heard an awful noise and I thought, I really hope that's not me. After the light turned green, I found out it was. I fishtailed a little bit like a really old subway train or something. Then I realized, flat tire, I'm hosed. So I stopped at the roadside. So I got on the phone and I called a gogoro shop. They told me, you need to call the 0800 number. And they gave it to me. I didn't have a pen or paper, but hey, it's kind of easy to remember. 0800 365, there's 365 days in a year, 996. 996 is a model of Ducati motorcycle, which is pretty popular or whatever. Called this number and I got through their IVR, interactive voice response. For this service, press 2. One of those things. I finally found a human. I explained my situation and they were like, well, can you go to a motorcycle shop somewhere? They can change your tire. I was like, there is nothing around here. I'm at the science park. There are huge companies and nothing commercial anywhere around. I was at the edge of the science park, so facing across the road, there was one big company that had lights on in the windows, and then behind me is a forest. There's nothing around. There's no building that has an address plate that I could look at or anything. So I said, I am on Tree Valley Boulevard, 50 meters south of Kanshilu. She tried to look at the Google Maps and she said, well, Tree Valley Boulevard is really long, I don't know where that is. It's like, there's only 4 intersections on the whole road, come on. Doesn't matter if it's long or not. That was pretty frustrating. And then she had to verify my identity. The last 4 digits of your ID number. And then she really wouldn't believe where I was. So I had to open Google Maps and point to where I was and do that little red thing. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna give you my coordinates now, but I can't listen to you while I say it. So I held the phone this way and I'm like, this is 23.09 degrees north and 120 point something degrees west. She says, okay, I want to verify that with you. Is it 23 point something something something? It's like, verify, I can't listen to you and look at the screen at the same time. What a retard. Finally, she said there would be a cost for towing my bike to a gogoro service center. I happened to have been messing with my wallet and I only had $1,500 of cash with me. She wouldn't arrange the towing unless I was sure that I could pay for it. So we had to end the conversation. She said she would save my case so that when I call back, someone else would be able to see it. And so we ended the call. I called work, where I had just come from, and explained the situation to my manager. And she said, okay, where are you? And I explained, and it was much easier than explaining to the people in Taipei. She came and lent me $5,000. And she came on a motorcycle and she made a video of me. Check this out.
So how's your feel right now?
I feel very, very frustrated.
Very, very cold here.
I don't care about the cold.
I care about.
I care.
Yeah, the
My
cold.
tire. My tire was getting pretty thin. I knew that.
Yeah.
But my 我下一次保养 is January 1st. Well done.
Huh? Almost a year.
I didn't think they would open, but it's January 1st, 5:30 p.m. So that's where I was going to get a new tire anyway.
Okay.
So if it could last just 5 more days, I could get a new tire. So I am very water little.
But 5 more days, how will you go to work?
No, I'm just saying. 如果它可以活，再活5天，
再活5天哦。
我就不会有路边的问题。
Okay.
So I am very water little. Water little.
Water little?
Yeah.
哦，我知道，水小。
就水小。
I got you. Am I good?
Good. You gotta send me this video, please. Before she left, she told me that when I get home, send her a message. So I said, okay. And then she left. So I got back on the phone, and a guy answered this time. I told him my license plate number and all my details, and I had to explain the whole thing over again as if he never knew what had happened. And then he wanted my GPS coordinates too. We need to verify your sheet of weights. I had to do the coordinates thing again. And then finally he said, wait 10 minutes or something and somebody will call you. Somebody called me and they said, oh, we need to verify your GPS coordinates. I'm like, 3 times. The next call was, they passed my position and didn't see me. Here they are. And they finally patched me through to the driver. And this woman, a woman driver, that's interesting. And I said, where are you? And she said, we're on Tree Valley Boulevard. Oh, we see Wangjialu. And I'm like, good. The next intersection is Fenglinglu. And then Kanxilu. And then when you reach that intersection, you should already be able to see me. They came, finally. The first thing I thought was, how am I going to ride in this little pickup truck? This is not a Ford F-150, okay? This is like a Ford F-75. It's like half of that. But it was the kind that has the tailgate that folds down, then it has a hydraulic thing that goes, and then they can load bikes on and off. And yes, when you describe that kind of tailgate, you have to make that noise. So I'm thinking, how am I going to fit in there? Am I supposed to ride in the bed? Hey, maybe I could just put my helmet on and sit on my bike and pretend like I'm riding. Hey, I could help out with the turn signal. All right. So she got in and then moved over to make room for me. I pulled the door shut, but it kept bouncing off of me because we were stuffed in this teeny little cab. There was a handle, a hold handle, like you would normally hold this way. I held it with my left hand that's connected to the A pillar. And I put my elbow out the window and used that to pull the door shut. Finally got the door shut. Then, after we got moving, it was cold and I wanted to close the window. So I wiggled my hand past my knee and felt around and finally found the window control and closed the window. To make a long story longer, their GPS led us through nowhere. A place that I call Woitmoffen. Woitmoffen. That means Woitmoffen. Way out in the middle of nowhere. That F in there, yeah, that's not a typo. So we finally got to Yong Kang. Along the way, she told me this story like, our towing company's cousin is your insurance company, and the insurance company's dog's former roommate's neighbor is the security company for the gogoro service center. So when we get there, you don't have to pay anything. I don't know how complicated that was, but it was like, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to pay anything. Okay, good. We got there, I put my bike inside, and I sent a message to my boss and said, hey, I'm in Yong Kang. She said, where are you? I said, 7-Eleven across from a certain school and all this stuff. And I said, please call me if you can. I thought if I asked nicely, she might take me home in her car instead of getting a taxi. So she called. She said, do you want me to take you home in my car? And I'm like, oh, yes. Well, yeah, thank you. So she came and we had a fun time in the car, talking stories about funny things that have happened and things in our pasts and, you know, just fun stuff. So it was a really fun trip. And then I got home at 11:30. 6:53 to 11:30. 4 hours and 7 minutes to get home. That's a long trip. I sent a message to my manager from the other branch and told her I'm home now. And she said, hey, you forgot your violin. I had brought my mandolin to school and I forgot it there. And that's a good thing because, man, I wouldn't want to have to lug that thing around for 4 hours in order to get home. So that was lucky. Everything turned out well. So overall, dealing with the Taipei gogoro people on the 0800 number was very annoying. That was Friday night. That was last night. Today, Saturday, I called just after noon to tell them that I'm the owner of EMT Ling Chi Chi Ba motorcycle. And he said, oh yeah, the rear tire, right? I said, yes. And he said, I think you need a new front tire too, which is exactly what I was thinking. I didn't even plan to go straight home last night. I wanted to go straight to the gogoro shop where I had scheduled maintenance for January 1st, thinking I could make it a few more days and then get new tires. Didn't work out. But he said, okay, we'll give you a new front tire too. I took the bus and got there, and he said, you want to pick up this bike, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, let me check the license plate. And I'm like, yeah, that's mine. I didn't even recognize it because it was so clean. They changed the tires, but they cleaned the whole thing. It was really clean. There's no more bird crap on the mirrors, and the guard over the belt system was all clean. The wheels are all shiny. I'm a happy customer. Gogoro has always been good to me. There you have it, friends. There's my flat tire story. And I'm still very happy with Gogoro. Take care, friends, and be safe out there.